anniversary of We the World, and also a tribute to Rick Olphick, who will show up at some point, we hope. And tonight we have offered the opportunity for anyone who would like to be able to do any kind of presentation that they'd like to do. And I know that there are a few people here already. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to the first person that I see who is here that I can see, and that would be Sue Blythe. Uh, Yay, you're our first contestant. So
Well,
take it away, Sue. Go
thank
ahead, and
you.
thank
I
you for being here.
Oh, it's been great to be involved in these last few years of We the World and to know all of the history. And I hope we hear a whole lot more tonight. So, what I'd like to do is talk about my journey on this road, and I call it the road to 2030, 2050, and beyond. And I'm going to share my screen here, if I may, and oops, stuff out of here and give you my slideshow. So it's We the World, and we're celebrating the 25th anniversary, and I'm going to take you about, what is it, 27 years? Anyway, whatever it is, a number of years to the year 2050. And we're going halfway through what we call the Earth Charter Century. And I'm here with my great grandson who is asking me to tell him about how the Climate Collaboratory was born on We the World. And so I'm here to tell you the story. I remember the first 2018 Welcome to We show. It was October of 2018, and oh my goodness, Rick Ulfick was there down in the bottom right, and you can't see it now, but he had a hat. It was a Merlin the Magician's hat, and he had wonderful tales to tell. Karen Palmer was Miss Kindness. She was there. And Jana, you were there with your little hat on. And I remember you had the word of the day on a card, and the word was kindness. And when somebody would say it, you had a doot doot doot. And there's me. I was introducing myself as Serendipity Sage. And so that was fun to come into a new character. Heidi was Ariel Lightfeather, and she sang with us. And Lanny Smith was there. He's the Earthman. And we had some fun. It was really silly and really unprofessional. And and we had a great time. And so it was in my mind that we were on the road to 2020 at that time with Unity Earth, and they had a whole big thing going on with the road to 2020. And I just extended it to go to 2030 and 2050 and beyond. So, not too long after that, Karen Palmer came and visited me, and we went over to a garden, a botanical garden right next to my house across the way. And we went in with this idea that we are illuminating the Earth Charter. And this quote is from the Earth Charter, and it says, "Provide all, especially children and youth, with educational opportunities that empower them to contribute actively to sustainable development." And so that's what this Climate Collaboratory is designed to do. And we have in our collaborative storytelling adventure the 11 Gardens of Global Unity that have their own story, that's another story we'll tell. But then it was also 2019 that we created the Climate Collaboratory as a project of We the World with the University of Florida Extension. And we had a great vision. I just went back and looked at all the, the outline of what we were talking about that day. And my goodness, if it isn't just exactly what we're doing in reality, but
Hmm.
our reality is much greater than we ever could have imagined back then. So it's been quite a road we've been on. And then the next year, I worked with the Alvarez kids that I met on an Earth Charter global call. And we made a little video that we showed at the United Nations Day in 2020. It was their 75th anniversary. And we showed them how we're going to be using these sustainable development goals as a blueprint for Martin Luther King's World House. And 2021, we completed the first year of our climate collaboratory in Alachua County with our global networks of support. And so we had all these people come and tell their own personal climate stories. And each of those, oh, look, and there's Born in a Cloud down on the bottom left. That's Shannon's puppet, who is kind of a spokesperson for the sages of the ages. And so each person who's alive on this planet today has a climate story to tell, because we are all affected by it. And we are all part of the story of the human family coming together to live in peace on and with the earth.
Of course.
And so we continued down the road. Here we come to 2022. And we've been making trailer videos, little short pieces that will be part of a musical play that we're putting together piece by piece for Earth Day this year and next year, which will be the 200th anniversary of Alachua County in Florida, where I live. And then in 2025, we'll be celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Earth Charter. And so we are just on the road making this get better and better every year. And we do have a picture now that is pretty new that kind of gives the visual for our whole year's program. And you may not see that it's month by month going through the quarters in the year, and we have a different focus for each of those with the global goals from the UN and the Earth Charter. And there's our gardens of global unity where all things are possible. And we're turning that into a project incubator to help people grow their wonderful seed ideas from vision to reality.
Great idea. Mhm.
And of course, we are all in the video that Pacha and Paco, our little storybook characters, are making. So everybody has a story to tell, send it in, and we'll put it into our big story that we're putting. And so that's what we're doing. Climate Collaboratory is a demonstration project in Alachua County, Florida, of We the World, the University of Florida Extension, and a growing network of support. And we have our local and global networks of support. And we are all on the road to 2030, 2050, and beyond. And by the way, I should say 2030 is when we're going to win all those global goals and say, Yahoo, we're going to have a chance to really turn things around for the planet and all living things. And then by 2050, a lot of people say, not a lot, some people say that we can reverse global warming. And I say, if we believe it and we act for it, we can do it. And
Really?
so that's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
Hey, Sue. That was
Oh, Rick,
great.
did
There's
you
Rick.
see it? Yeah, we've been on the road for quite a while, Rick. I'm
Yes,
so
we
glad
have.
to see you. Yes.
Good to see you all.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna get the door
It
here.
sure
I
shows a
got
lot
it.
of work, Sue. Very impressive.
Well, it's been
Is it going somewhere?
a labor of love. Pardon?
A labor of love.
It looks like Rick is leaving the room. I was
Yeah,
gonna
Door.
have him say something. Anyway, while we're waiting for him to come back, because I don't want to talk to him, I prepared a little thing, a little trivia, and Sue says she's game to play this. But I was thinking back to what was life like in 1998, and so here's your first question: What was the biggest hit song of 1998? Do, 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 do.
Yeah.
No guesses?
Mm-mm.
It was My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion.
Great.
And so the biggest movie was Titanic. And then it was followed by Saving Private Ryan, Armageddon, and There's Something About Mary. So an interesting matchup of movies. But anyway, let's talk to Rick. Is Rick here? Is Rick in the room?
I am.
There he is.
Here I am.
Hello, Rick.
Well, it's been a long medical journey and I'm still on it, but I'm happy I'm home. I spent about close to 4 months in the hospital and rehab. Um, and I'm home. It's great to see you all. I only found out about this yesterday.
Surprise!
Surprise! Exactly. But I consider this to be the first of many celebrations for this year, you know. So
Well, we've been busy while you've been lying around.
that's
So
that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah,
all the little elves have been bustling about and
exactly.
trying to keep things going. And so, are you ready for our next person who's going to do something spectacular?
You mean magic tricks?
I don't know. I think it's going
I
to be
think
more. Well, there could be, but the next person I was going to bring to the microphone
I think
is
yeah. Go ahead. But
it's Andrew.
okay.
I don't know if he's going to do. Yeah, I know
I'm
he does
not. I'm
magic
not
tricks.
ready. I'm not ready yet.
Oh, you're
So
not ready. Okay.
let's have a magic trick from Gene.
Oh, yes. Well, let's do that.
You have to
It
spotlight
looks
him,
like
I
he's got
guess.
something ready. You have something there, Gene?
Yeah, but
He does. He's taking.
You
he's-
lost your thumb,
he's
your finger.
yes, exactly. There you go.
Rick, you look great.
Thank you.
I am so thrilled to see you and see you living and breathing and being.
Yeah.
Really, it's wonderful.
Me.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I didn't realize you were back home, so congratulations.
Yep. Just a few days.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. Good to see.
Aren't you a longtime buddy of Rick's?
Yeah, we've known each other since we were about 13.
That's
Wow.
incredible.
About
Wow.
40, 50 years, right?
Yep.
About 10 years.
And I recall you are doing something medically related.
Yeah, we are. We're developing treatments for cancer.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's really exciting. Getting there.
Yeah.
Lots of work. My
Yep.
goodness.
And Gene.
So are you gonna sing? Are you gonna sing a song for us or anything?
No.
But Gene has been involved with holography for decades and has innovated 3D imaging, which has been used in the creation of MRI, and going on and going forward. I mean, you can talk about more of what you.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. Back in the 70s, I was doing some holographic ultrasound medical imaging at Bellevue Hospital in Manhattan on patients. And based on that, I was on a TV show where I demonstrated that, and I have the clip from that show, and I looked very different. My beetle haircut. But anyway, that led me to meet this guy named Raymond Damadian, who liked the 3D medical imaging I was doing, and he said he had a new idea for medical imaging and wanted me to partner and join up with him. So I did join up with him, and he was the inventor of the MRI. So I was fortunate enough to be on his team where we made the world's first commercial MRI. And that gave me a lot of information that allowed me to come up with one of today's new products that we're working on, which is a much more advanced MRI with three-dimensional imaging where the image floats in midair so you can look at it and move it around. And also, not only can it detect things much earlier than before because it has higher resolution, but it also can treat at the same time. And no MRI has ever been able to do that before. So what we hope to be able to do is take a person, put it in there, detect if there's any cancer cells anywhere, and if they are there, destroy them at the same time.
Rick, you had requested magic tricks. This is the biggest magic trick I've heard of in recent years.
Yeah,
It is.
getting rid of cancer would be the best.
Well, getting rid of cancer, the diagnosing of it in 3D.
Yeah,
You know, that sort of, it just blows the mind.
it is amazing. Yeah. And so that's what we're doing, and a few other related things. So we're working on it.
Good to see you, Gene.
So great to see you, Rick. It's wonderful. You make me happy just by being there.
Thank you. All you and everybody on this call is.
Yeah. Is
I feel
Seppi
the
here?
same. Yes, she's knitting a few steps away. Do you want to say hello to some folks, some people? She's yeah.
I don't see her.
She's in the middle of a stitch.
Oh,
And
okay.
here she comes.
A stitch in time.
That's right.
Yes.
Here he is.
Hi, Seppi.
Hey.
Nice to see you
Hello.
all.
You're looking great.
He
That
said-
color is really good on you, Seppi.
Let me get the.
Oh, she can't hear me.
Now
I can hear you.
I had to pull the headphones out. So go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, Seppi, you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Very
so nice
good.
to see you. And it's great that Rick is home with you.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long time. I didn't even know. Like, it's like a newlywed couple all over again. 4 months away, now he's back. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So is this the second honeymoon?
Uh,
The third or
We
fourth?
never had a first one.
we're not.
Well, now you're making up for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. For the long lost time.
Well, I'm glad this happened. It's so nice for him to get back in the saddle, even a little bit.
Right.
Well, we'll try to not wear them out.
Okay, good.
And Rick, Suzanne says hi.
Suzanne, say hi for me.
Hi,
You gotta be,
glad you're home.
you gotta be louder.
I'm glad you're home.
Can you-
Yeah, it's great. I haven't seen Suzanne in like 40 years.
Did you hear her just now?
I did.
Okay, good. Yeah, she's really glad to see you're doing okay.
That's great. Thank you. So,
Here she is. Here she is.
Oh, wow.
I've been following your progress. Hi, you look good.
Thank you.
Good to see
Thank you.
She has a
Good to see.
barking disorder.
Mark.
Combined with ventriloquism.
I'm
Yes.
going to go back to quiet down the mob. But welcome home.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for saying hi. So do we have anyone who wants to do a artistic event, say, recite a poem or play the piano or clarinet or banjo or harmonica or
Maxine,
anything?
no poem for the occasion?
I don't have my guitar down here. It's up. I
How
don't
about
know
your
where-
poetry book?
But my poetry book, if that would scare people probably. You know, I started writing a new song. Because
Oh,
Rick, I'm so happy to see you. I want to hug you. I want to be able to see you in person and just give you a giant hug. Because you're
Thank
like
you.
the bear. You're like the bear, you know. I always thought you're like this big, amazing bear, you know, this peaceful, big, amazing bear.
A skinny
So
bear.
yeah, I mean, we were trying to save a forest, you know, Buttonhook Forest. Some people know
Yeah.
about it, some people don't, which is a 20 plus acres of 800 to 1,000 trees, and it's a watershed, a wildlife habitat, and it contains sacred Native American indigenous ceremonial stones. And we're trying to save it from being developed into 6 McMansions. If you think that's an easy job, guess again. So in you know, We the World is so, you know, one of their major things is environmental, keeping the environment safe. And so you guys have been really great and helpful. So I'm so happy that
Yeah.
you know, we were able to work with you, and we're still we're having a fundraiser, so we're looking for talent. Anybody out there? Let me know.
That'd be great.
And so we're doing that. So you know, they said to me, you know, write a couple of songs for Buttonhook, and you know, I did write some things. They're not. I don't have my guitar, but I just I have the lyric I wrote recently was a song, "Saving It for You," and I was thinking of Buttonhook, basically saving it for the kids, for the future, for future generations, because everyone, you know, you're talking about suicide 2030, 2050 and beyond. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. You have to not just plan for tomorrow or 6 months from now. I had a NYU professor said, if anyone is thinking that, leave the room. It was a public policy class. He said, get out. You have to plan way, 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 way ahead. And so, you know, that's what, you know, we're trying to do. And
Yeah, conceptually, 30 years from now seems like a long time when we're our age. But you
Speak
have
for
an
yourself.
18-year-old kid, you have
I'm
an
a
18-year-old
baby.
kid or a 20-year-old kid, 30
Who's
years
our
from
age?
now, they'll be 50. They'll be in they'll be in the mainstream of life. This is who we're fighting for now.
I'll be 98 telling them to, what you doing, kiddies? You know, it's like, I said, we're saving it for you, you know. I mean, it's just, I mean, it was just a simple thing. Like, you know, I wrote, in the forest and my bare feet touched the ground. Listen to the birdies sing. I love to hear their sound. We know what we can do because we're saving it for you. We're
Mhm.
saving it for you. And then the second verse is, mycelium is perking up the trees. You know, mycelium is perking up, mycelium is perking up the trees. It is so wonderful. It makes me burst, you know, fall upon my knees. And what are we gonna do? We're saving it for you. And then it keeps going. I mean, I have different lyrics, but I wish I had my guitar here. But anyway, it's just the thing of saving a forest is something that I never thought I'd be doing.
I have
never
a
thought I'd
question,
be.
Max.
Yeah.
How far away are you from your guitar?
Oh, a few 100 feet.
Well,
No, it's in a different
Oh, okay.
space. It's upstairs. I mean, I can
Yeah.
get up. I can get up.
I don't know if people are familiar with Max, but she's a very talented musician. She always, her brothers were the Tokens, the one, A Whim Away, The Lion Sleeps Tonight, and she always partook with them. But in her own right, she has a very sweet voice and is a good lyricist, but she's likes to stay back in the shadows.
Yeah, I have my number one fan is my dog.
Sparkles.
Sparkles, the wonder dog. You know, I don't know where she's probably near my guitar somewhere. The minute I take it out, she sits down either next to me if I'm on the couch or she sits by my feet. But I mean, if I'll try to find some other stuff, but I don't have it with me now. I could grab it for after maybe. I don't know. But anyway, it's so good to see you. And again, it's just the We the World has been a force for good, fighting. There's so much craziness and insanity going on that just getting people who are making a difference and seeing you all and doing things that are good and doing things to help the planet and help people. That's the bottom line. You're making a difference. And all we hear in the news is the crap. All we hear is the utter, chaos. And so we need to keep flipping that around, just flip it around and bring out the good folks. And you are the good folks. You're the ones that should be on, major network news. Every day there should be the stories of what you guys are doing because people don't hear it, and the mainstream media to me has dropped the ball. Even though they're doing a little more, they've dropped the ball. And I could probably talk for 500 hours as Malcolm knows. But the bottom line is that Rick, what you started is amazing. I'm so glad that you had the wherewithal to just throw it out and throw it out into the world and see that the we is so important than the me. And I thank you, and I thank everyone who's working on this because you guys, deserve major applause.
Thank you.
Well, in a small way, Yana, actually Max introduced me to Yana, and with Yana, we started a show called Malcolm and We, which basically is a half-hour streaming show. I think we have about 8-10 shows already.
Yeah, I think we're actually about to do our 10th show this week.
And we're on malcolmpresents.com. You go to Malcolm and We, and basically what we're doing is trying to highlight all the people who are working with We the World, and people who are doing good. And I know we've had several representatives from Africa already. Who are in their small, each of them in their small way are creating We. They're no longer individuals, but they're part of a whole, part of the whole group. And if you have any ideas of people who could be guests who are doing good, please contact Yana or myself, and we'll be glad to highlight them, on 1 week show. And if you're interested, all the shows are on demand and archived. So at any time you can go malcolmpresents.com, go to Malcolm and We, and you can see all the shows. Of course, I have other shows also you're more than welcome to go to. I have
Which show, Malcolm? I have
a very cute one with
Malcolm.
Maxine. It's called Tush Twins.
If you want to laugh, go on that. But there's also the
Tush
Many
Twins,
Shades of Green, which is kind of predecessor to a lot of this.
The Many Shades of Green is.
But the Tush Twins is, we figured we needed a show for women who are 60 and over, and we haven't. Go ahead.
Who have plenty of life in them, and can remember and can still be silly.
Yeah, this
The thing
is.
you have two 60-year-old women being silly.
No, we're in our upper 60s now. We've known each other since our moms were pregnant with us, pretty much. She's a little older than me, but imagine that, 67 years of friendship. And it's a little crazy, I got to admit. But
Yeah.
it's fun. It definitely we hit on topics that we think people, women, even overseas, anyone should know. But we get into a lot of trouble, right, Malcolm?
Yeah, and then and
Well,
even though I'm not in that group, of course, I'm much younger.
That's right.
well,
Well,
getting on the memory train, let's see who remembers what the hottest song was in 1988.
88. You said
88?
I'll tell you in a
19,
minute.
1988. 1998 was Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. How about 1988?
Will you give
Tell
us
you
a
in a minute.
clue?
The initials of the guy who sang it are GM.
George Michael?
Yeah, what was the name of the song?
Wow, that was a good guess.
Wait,
Careless
Leanne, before
Whisper.
you go.
It was
it Careless
Faith.
Whisper?
The song was Faith. Now,
The song was what?
Hey,
Faith.
You gotta
F-
have faith. Right, okay.
Faith.
Oh.
And you gotta have faith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know that.
See, we remember it. Our younger people are, what are they talking about? Now,
Amazing.
how about this movie? There were three, and I never saw this one, was Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I saw that.
Oh,
I
that's
loved it.
awesome. The
And
animation.
second
I
The
love it.
was
animation.
Coming to America,
animation.
and
Oh.
the third was Good Morning Vietnam.
That
Wow.
was a
Robin.
good movie.
Robin
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 Williams.
Williams.
Robin Williams.
He was a
Yeah.
Morning,
radio guy in
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Yep. Yeah, that was and the other one was Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah,
Coming to
Coming to
America, yeah.
America. And now they've had a second one. So I mean, I think it's neat to look back and think, really? That was then?
Well,
So
amazing.
anyway,
So I
how
would
about
love,
Andrew?
yeah, I'd love to hear from people I haven't seen in a long time, like Event
Mary has her hand raised.
and Mary. Okay,
Oh,
that would be
okay.
great. And I think Andrew was gonna do a poem.
Has a poem, and he's ready, I believe. So I wanted to get the performers
Okay.
prepared something. Andrew, are you ready?
I am.
Okay,
Can
I'm
you
passing you the mic.
Can you spotlight him?
I can't.
There he is.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
So in honor of the anniversary of We the World, I have two poems that I wrote in 1998.
Great.
So that was the first year of We the World. So hold on. The first poem I'm going to read is called,
I can't hear him.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
The first poem I'm going to read is called Human Beings. Ignition keys are in our hands. The gate is now open. The new paradigm of knowing and doing is here. The work that calls for all to embrace in unity through divinity has come upon our prayers. And the time to awaken. The secret is out. Ah, there are no secrets. Truly always it lies dormant within us all. Now it is time. It is time. It is time. Embrace compassion. Hug divinity. Close your eyes and kiss the sky. Open our hearts to the wonders that God has provided us. Watch the sunrise. Listen to the sounds of the ocean. Smell the fragrance of a rose. Touch the grass you walk on. The moist air upon the light of the new dawn is arriving. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, let us come together now in harmony, in truth, in song, in love. We are here to come to discover, to unravel the true meaning of their mysteries that has daunted man for millennia. Ladies and gentlemen, we are brothers and sisters of one big global family called Homo sapiens, or as we better like the term, human beings, or as some like the term as spiritual beings. It is time to no longer shroud ourselves in loneliness and illusion. It is time to realize we are all one. Amen.
Thanks, Andrew.
The second poem I have to share was also written in 1998, and it's called The Keys of Levitation, A New Arena. Levitate the wonders of glorious knowingness. Salvation lies in the keys of unconditional love. The magnitude of glory is the celebration of life. Glory calls to your heart, awakening all prospects of our once thought illusions of loneliness. You are not alone. Unite with flying colors, with everyone, black, white, green, red, all of humanity is being called to embrace the new arenas of truth. Truth has no illusion. Awaken your heart and you awaken to your true calling. Begin with the breath, continue with silence, end with forgiveness. Let go of the past. Illusions have no room for us anymore. Levitate the presence of magic by willing God, Goddess, all that is in your will, with the heart of Earth Mother Gaia. Salvation lies in the keys of unconditional love. The magnitude of glory is the celebration of life. Forgive yourself to the illusions you have known and embrace the new arena of glory and praise. Embrace compassion. Hug divinity. Close your eyes and kiss the sky. Open our hearts and levitate to the wonders that Earth Mother Gaia has provided us. Watch the sunrise. Listen to the sounds of the ocean. Smell the fragrance of a rose. Walk barefoot on the grass you walk on, and greet the bird that flies above you. This is a celebration to gather with all human beings, embracing the essence of who we truly are. All one family, all one species, all one. This is our wake-up call, and those who have awoken, it is our word to spread the word. The word is love, the word is breath, the word is unity, the word is glory, the word is silence. Let's be love bugs and also be one with the insects, animals, plants, and oceans. Earth Mother Gaia is calling us to wake up and levitate the wonders of our glorious knowingness in this new arena. We are to share our glory with thy neighbor. This is the moment of truth, and the time for spreading it out to all is now, for we are all one. Amen.
That was great. Thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Rick, I gotta go.
Gotta go.
Great
Good
to
to
see
see
you.
you. Jane.
Thank
Jean.
you, Andrew.
So good to see you, Jean. Thanks for coming to this.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, yes, that's a great idea.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jean.
Thank you all.
Hi, it would be great to hear from other folks, especially people I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, but it is like, how do you say, I actually would like to say something if this is a good time.
Mary,
Yeah.
it's great to see you.
Yes, and I work with the Earth Society Foundation. We are the sponsors of the annual Earth Day on the Equinox celebration at the UN, and we ring the Children's Peace Bell. And I met Rick through the CCC quite a while ago, Rick. I don't remember when it was, but I do know.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Are you able to make her spotlighted? I think it's yeah. There we go. Hi.
Well, so I was just saying, we met you through the CCCUN, the Communications Coordination Committee, and I remember that there were funding to help get it started because we all thought it was such a great idea. And I'd just like to take this time right now just to make an announcement for this year's Earth Day. We were unable to hold it for 3 years due to the pandemic, but the UN is now allowing us to ring the peace bell again on the March equinox. And this year it's going to be on Monday, March 20. Our event will be from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. with the bell ringing at 5:24 p.m. And we kind of have undergone a resurgence. We've lost several of our key people, and there's a small group reviving the Earth Society, and our new website is up. It's earthsocietyfoundation.org. And we're just encouraging people to join us at the March equinox. It's a holy day, a holiday for Earth, as John McConnell envisioned it. He also designed the Earth flag, which we've all seen. We use it as a unifying symbol. We have one planet. And Margaret Mead used to say how important it was for festivals. And, you know, Rick, I know you've participated many years with us on Earth Day. And so I'm glad.
Yes.
And again, Monday, March 20, wherever you are, ring a bell. We ring the bell 3 times for clean land, clean air, clean water. And then we have a minute of silence around the world. In this minute, it's for peace, justice, and care of Earth. And it's, you know, it's a message we've been carrying, but it's more important now than ever. We're really, I think, at a crisis. And we've all chosen to be here to be part of this. And I remember a couple of years ago, I was on a radio program, Rick, with, I think it was Heidi Little. And it was just like really important. There's enough good people out there, and we just need to keep connecting and realize that we're all in this together. So congratulations, Rick, on the 25th anniversary. So
Yeah. So I think it's I wanted to draw attention to the work that you've been doing. It was really the initial formation of Earth Day that John McConnell, he wanted Earth Day to be starting on the equinox. So, yeah, I want to spotlight Mary. Okay, so John McConnell was really forceful about that, but then there was a problem with getting things together in time in 1970. So Earth Day didn't get celebrated until April 22nd.
well, I'm going to correct you on that. The first
Yeah.
Earth Day was in California
And on the equinox.
March equinox, and then
Okay, good.
the big national Earth Day,
Uh-huh.
April 22nd. Yes.
Right. So what we want to do, and what we've been doing the last 5 or more years, is honoring those two as like bookends.
Yeah. Right.
Starting with the
First
original.
month.
Yeah, the original Earth Day on the equinox, and then so we call it Earth Month,
Right.
going to April 22nd.
Right.
And that's coming up pretty soon.
A month from today is the equinox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And thank you for carrying the torch all this time,
Yeah.
Mary, because you've been dealing with all the creating that for so long. So thank you.
And I like to say Earth Day's every day.
Exactly. Exactly. So thank you, Mary. And who would like to come up next?
Hey, Rick,
Yes.
I don't know if you remember me. My
Hey.
name's John Raymer.
Hey, John.
And I'm so happy that there is a 25th celebration. Congratulations, not just to you, but to everybody. for keeping the fire for we, the world, alive in all the different ways that we have, thanks to you. And Seffi, I'm so glad to have seen her in that beautiful red dress and honor her for,
John,
can't
John
imagine
got
what
on
she's been through.
the thing and said he's just very happy to see you for a few minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, she's knitting.
We've
on the
nominated her for Angel of the Year. She's a candidate for Angel of the Year, but you've
Yep.
got already Angel and
Exactly.
Yana and others, so
I was gonna say.
surrounded by holy people.
So for people
It
who
just gives
don't,
me such joy to be able to see you.
yeah, thank you. I'm here after being in the hospital for close to 4 months, so
Oh,
it's been
unbelievable.
pretty intense. But John,
Been a lot of prayers for you, brother.
yes, thank you. I
There
noticed.
really have been.
Thank you.
People,
Thank you.
you know, we doubt sometimes whether they mean anything or somehow impact the future. Well, all I could say is it's a miracle to see you.
Yeah,
And I'm
thank
so
you.
glad you look to be in such good shape. Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep working at it. We need
Yeah.
you.
And
Do
John,
the same without you.
thank you. You've been doing such amazing things with the Compassion Games and Unity Earth. And we're right in the middle of 40
Right.
days of peace that started on MLK's birthday. So you want to just talk about what you've been doing with MLK? And I'll just say with our part of it with We the World, it's called MLK Manifesting the Dream. And that's
Yeah.
we're doing that
No,
with all
it's
of
so
our
true.
campaigns. But go ahead, John, what else?
No, I was going to say, you know, it's been amazing to listen and read and hear the words of Dr. King at this time. He said that our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. And we have guided missiles and misguided men. And, you know, the technology that's happening right now is unbelievable, guys. This AI world that we're moving into, these are uncharted waters for all of us. But to have an anchor like Dr. King said, those who love peace learn to organize as effectively as those who love war. And that's what we're doing. So another member of our Sign Alliance is Jim Garrison, Ubiquity University. He's got a summit on Ukraine, February 27th through March 3rd. So we've been doing all month as part of the MLK 40 days, these teach-ins. Jonathan Granoff did one, Audrey Kitagawa did one, Phil Lane did one, Jim did one, to help us somehow to get beyond the assigning blame and taking sides and the process of enemy creation, to actually come up with some way to engage in a peaceful, you know, an effective, a accepted, a peace agreement. We got to stop killing ourselves. And the escalation of this war is really frightening. If you're not frightened, I don't know what you're paying attention to. But it looks to me like if we don't change our direction, we're going to wind up where we're headed. And it's not good. And now this thing with China, the next chapter of all this. So without taking sides, somewhere beyond the right and wrong of it all. That's why I think on the same time, this is maybe the greatest opportunity for We the World that we've ever had, because we are so connected. And our interdependence is so obvious that my prayers and my wish and my everyday effort is to awaken and remember everything that everyone's been saying on this call and actually turn that into a rebirth of the UN, a reorganization of the UN. The institution has to be the voice for us, the people, not just for the nation states, because it's going in the wrong direction. I don't need to say that anymore, but it's either, like Dr. King said, chaos or community. So we're not done yet. We've got a lot of work to do. And I'm
Yes.
thrilled to be doing it with We the World. I wanted to show up and just say, I love you, Rick. And I love everybody here and everything that everybody's doing. Check out Audrey's film today about the coconut revolution. It's all over. We shared it over 160 times.
Wow.
She just released her film today, and Audrey's amazing. What a clear voice and channel.
She is. Well, I love you, John, and I love
I love you, Rick.
everybody on this call. But you've been standing with me and we for so long, and yes, I did take a little hiatus here, but
Good to welcome you back, brother. It's so
yeah,
good.
Thank you. Thank
Keep
you.
getting well.
Thank you.
And speaking of Earth Day,
Yeah, tell us where you are. It looks so
I live on
beautiful.
Whidbey Island,
Wow.
which is part of Ecotopia, part of Salmon Nation. It's in the Sailor Sea. And these
Wow.
are the trust land trails. I don't remember who it was talking about preserving forests. These lands were preserved.
Mm,
And I have the honor to get to walk them, to
wow.
keep myself in decent shape. So
And that's what Maxine has been working on too.
with Maxine. Yeah. Thank you, Maxine.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that work. It's great to be a beneficiary
Yes.
of the deeds that we're all doing.
Well,
John, thank you so much, because seeing you in the forest is fabulous, and I wish people in the New York area could come on a tour of Buttonhook to see all this amazing, land and just things in that forest. It's just it's a magical place. That's all you can say. And for us not to be, we're hoping we can, get this done. It's a big, now there's legal stuff going on. So, but when I see an article, and I'll just throw this out completely out of nowhere, it says that eco names have become very popular for children. Names about the ecology, like dove, bee, lark, sage, juniper, moss, river, rain, stormy, ocean, marigold, birch. These are names that the 20 and 30 somethings are giving their kids. So maybe we're having a weird impact in a different way, just because of the names. I just wanted to throw that out because it's kind of cute and a little different, but that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get people aware, and if they're aware enough to name their kids, sage and juniper, and moss. Hey, moss, cut it out. It's just right, exactly. So it was very interesting that I saw this article. That's what grabbed my attention, because looking at all the articles about war and China and Russia and all the insanity that's going on, this was a little side note that made me smile. So
Thank you.
Anyway, Rick, I have to run, and I just come aboard for that last year of your 25th anniversary, but I'm looking forward to working the next 25 years with you.
Wait, let's get you on the spotlight here. There you go.
Am I on the spotlight?
Now you are.
Okay, but
I thought you always were.
He is always in the spotlight.
Right.
Or it's true.
Well, as I say, I'm looking forward to working for the next 25 years with you and We the World, and really knock down barriers and create goodwill in the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll see you later. Feel good.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
You too. Bye. Who would like to? I think you can raise your hand, or
Robert should be coming in soon. He's only got a few minutes, so if he
Oh, wow.
pops up
Yeah,
here-
I'm on right now.
there he
Hey,
is.
Rick. Hey, Angel. Hey, everybody. First of all,
Hey.
I want to apologize. Everything is good, but it's a little crazy. I'm supposed to be back in New York today. I'm not. I will be.
Oh.
But I wanted to make sure to be on. Rick, it is so wonderful to see you.
Thank you.
And I just want to thank you. Want to thank you for creating We. Want to
Sweet.
thank you for your vision. Want to thank you for being a friend for all these decades, and
Yes.
to help. You've really helped me not give up hope.
Huh.
It's been real, but sometimes I look at what's going on in the world and I look at what people are doing, and I had the good graces to know you, Kurt Johnson, Emily Squires, the dear beloved late Emily Squires, and Len Bell.
Yeah.
But you have been one of the major people keeping me feeling hopeful. And I want to thank you for giving me the great honor of editing Trends magazine. That, We the World, you have made a difference in the world. You've made a difference to so many people. You're making a difference to everyone who's on this call and who can't be on the call. And you've certainly made a huge difference to me. So I just want to thank you. And it's so wonderful to see you. And I'm looking forward to when I can see you in person.
I look forward to that as well. Thank you, Robert, so much. And if you are interested, anyone on this call or watching this, if you are interested in being part of the Trends magazine community, please get in touch with Robert and Angel, and you can submit a trend report on the work that your organization is doing, and then maybe even get it in the magazine itself. When is the next issue?
The next issue is March, April, May. We're looking for articles by, let's say, the second week of March. So you still have quite a few weeks. We've already gotten some wonderful articles in. I know some people who are writing articles, and everyone is so welcome. And I could be reached, terrible with using chat while I'm talking, but I'm at praxis108@gmail.com. So if you can remember that, and I can always be reached at that.
Also, Robert Levine at wetheworld.org. I think that goes to you as well. So
That comes straight to me.
Yeah.
And Angel was just so lovely to put down some stuff about the address for Trends, the theme of rebirth and transformation, especially as we're entering the Earth Month and the Easter and Passover seasons, both of which are holidays about rebirth and about freedom. So
exactly. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, everyone who's involved with We, and just gives us, and just sharing your love and make it a true, and who makes it a true We. So unfortunately,
Thank you.
Go, but I will
Yes,
see
go.
everyone soon. And just to briefly mention, Angel and a whole group of people, including myself, are looking at ways to get grant money for Trends. So some very exciting things are happening.
Yes, thank you, Robert and Angel and others involved. So take
Great.
care, Robert. And Yvette, I see you on my screen and I haven't seen you in so long. Do you want to
Hello,
say a
Rick.
few days? You want to say a few words?
Sure. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
It's really great to see you. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy to see you looking so well.
Thank you.
Well, I've moved to California, I guess, since I saw you. That's a big
Yeah.
thing. And now I'm in Seattle. I'll go back home tomorrow. I'm here at the the Chihuly Glass Museum. It's really, oh, can you see that?
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's amazing. Wow.
So it's really, really gorgeous. So I was meeting up with a friend in Washington that I met 3 years ago. in class. So it was our first time meeting online. And my daughter came. My daughter turns 27 tomorrow. This was actually a trip for her to come and get a birthday tattoo.
Wow.
So we're here for a birthday tattoo. But I just wanted to make sure I hopped on because I wanted to see you and say hi. And I think this is so amazing that we is turning 25. And wow, just like I think somebody else said, that this just is my reason for not giving up hope many, 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 many days. And let's see, so the Cure for Racism project was a bit of a flop. So after I recovered,
I don't think so. I mean, you did a
well, it
lot
felt
of
like
stuff.
it to me. It felt, I did a lot of like interviews and stuff, but it didn't feel like it worked. But I did take what I learned from it and just retooled it and repackaged and a little bit differently. The racism isn't leading, but still the objective. But I just learned that, okay, I can't lead with that one. So I talked to Angel about the work that I've been doing to relaunch the program. I have a couple of beta testers right now. Some folks that I've met out in California. So hoping I can develop some partnerships. I was very inspired by Sue's partner gathering efforts. So I feel like I've met a couple of business owners here that I think would be good partners. So looking to develop that. And the new program is Metaphysical Magic by Yvette. So teaching people about the same things I was talking about with the Cure for Racism project, but just more focused on whatever transformations they're interested in making in their lives. And then I just kind of tie that to the bigger picture and showing them how they're connected to we. And I introduce them to what my work is about because I work with you guys. And so it's been a way to kind of bring people in. And so I shared with Angel, and I'll be mapping it out further, and I'll work on a piece for trends for it, but working out like doing a different kind of program and having it tied to donating to the Freedom Campaign, different tiers, and then having like a freebie to kind of bring them in. That's a donation optional type thing, and then like a webinar around that. So it's about micro habits. So right now it's a micro habits program. So it's about helping people make the changes they want to make in their life with micro habits. And so I introduced them to that. And so far the two women I have that I've been working with have, they shared a very emotional video with me last night about the changes that they're feeling already. So I feel like this may work out a little bit better. So I'm very hopeful. So I have a big kind of like launch for that coming this spring. I've been working with a brand, an image consultant and a stylist and a brand designer and all this stuff. So I've had all this brand work done, new fonts and all of that. I've been styled. If you guys can see my dress, this was one. So I have that and I have this matching jacket. So I've been restyled. So I have a big photo shoot coming up next month.
Wow.
To produce content for that. And so yeah, so I'm hoping that this will work. And I'm getting a certified, what is it called? Certified laser coaching. To my micro habits will be a certified laser coaching program. So offering people, I'm gonna do an intro to see how it goes around April at like $9.97 at the like top price. And if we get like a few bites, if I can get 5 people to do that, then we'll double the price or triple it. And see if we can't raise some money. So that's what I've been working on. So yeah, it's like the content is done. Everything's pretty much, I'll share the website. It's like productivityforus.com. If you guys want, that's one of them. That's like the landing page. So yeah, I'll share like the links and everything as everything is rolling out, but was just thinking about how to, I don't know, create something that, well, one of the things I work with a brand designer who specializes in luxury products, and she used to work for like movies and like Hollywood, like Lady Gaga and Jennifer Lopez and all these like big celebrities. So that was why I picked her. So it took a minute for me to save up to be able to take her to work with her. But I think the results are going to be worth it because I really wanted to learn about luxury marketing and how do you market a luxury product and position it to get luxury dollars. Because what I discovered, and I shared this with Angel, was it's so easy to get people to spend a lot of money for like a pair of shoes or a purse, but it's really hard I won't say it seems to me that it is harder to get people to give that same kind of money for a worthy cause. And so that was basically what I was working with my folks on. It was how to position this as a luxury offer and what it needed to look like when I launched it. So that's what the photo shoot and all that stuff is about. So that's
Okay.
what's been going on. So I
That
hope I make
sounds
you
good.
elaborate.
Thank you. And
My
speaking,
pleasure.
it's so great to see you again after all this time.
Thank you. Thank you for
And-
giving me a place here. I
and-
appreciate it.
Sure. And speaking about marketing, Janice, I couldn't. Let me just.
I see her hand is up. I didn't know if that was for me, if she wanted to talk next.
Yeah. Hi. She's been
Hi.
involved with marketing as well, and a million other things, right?
Well, yeah, and I think my marketing background really, well, I know it really influences just about everything that I do because we was saying earlier about the fact that what we're doing as a collective should be more in the mainstream, more people should know. And so, you know, my job is sort of twofold in my this life, I think. My last name is Hall, so as the hallway, it's connecting people. And I really believe that there's enough of us on the planet to create a tipping point for the new earth and all the social and change that we need, heartfelt change. We just don't all know each other. And the other part is trying to create a new lexicon, a new language for the new millennium, which is now almost a quarter of the way through. So we need new words and phrases, and we need to drop the old paradigms, and we need to, if we're going to keep, get our passions out there in the world, we need to do them from the new paradigm. And we need to really have a new way to market ourselves, not just to each other, but what kind of language will the masses hear so that they too can jump on the train into the new earth or the trust train. We just did a whole thing on Unity Earth on the trust train. And I think it's because there's so many people, particularly due to what happened at COVID, during COVID, who either, binged on Netflix or sat there looking in the mirror, twiddling their thumbs going, what have I been doing in my life? What do I want to do? Do I want to do this anymore? Isn't there something bigger, greater, wider, and, that's bigger than what I've done before? So people are searching. And so we just need to be able to reach them. Where are they searching? We need to be there when they search. We need to be able to reach out and speak in a language that many of the seekers, these new seekers, are able to hear. So that's kind of my thought. And in the midst of listening to all of you, I wrote a poem. And I've never read it because it's not done. I just wrote it. So this is like really a big gamble. Are you ready, you guys?
Go
It's
for
just
it.
coming out.
Go
I
for it.
kind of read it once. So I may trip over it. And there's some misspellings and red lines under words. So that means they weren't spelled right. I'm going to be brave. We the world at 25, still alive. 25, numerology, the 7. A sign of hope, love, miracles. Therein lies eternal heaven. We the world, we hold the flame, setting light for the collective to follow, burning bright, searing the deepest fears and dispelling the darkness of the soul, like the phoenix rising from the ashes, awakening the ancestral cosmic codes, creating space for them to pour into the collective consciousness. The fearless guide, he himself, phoenix rising from the ashes of his former self, spiritual warrior, reborn in his wisdom. We hold you dear and honor you and your strength, allowing the fires of transformation to burn away all that doesn't serve. And together with bold heart, a global community, we rise again to the next incarnation of what is to be the new earth.
That was great. That's amazing. you wove in so many things that have to do with We the World. That's incredible.
That was my idea. That was what I was hoping to do.
Wow. That was just great.
Well, so it just came through me. So it wasn't just, it didn't just come from Janice. It came from, everything you've done before and everything you are to do again, because we are the ancestors charting the course in
Exactly.
from our future human selves. We are the ancestors charting the course for us now.
Exactly. And
That's the mythology I love. What?
Thank you for reaching out to me, just like yesterday, I guess. As I mentioned in my email back to you, We Power America is on the horizon again.
It was funny though. I told you I had what made me reach out. I've reached out to you over the year, but yesterday what made me reach out is that I had a dream the night before, and I was
Wow.
busy doing something else, and all of a sudden there was a group of people who really cared about Rick, and it was like the buzz, and they were all kind of hanging around dialoguing. And I told Rick that I had this dream, and he says, "Well, we're having this gathering on Zoom," and there it was. So-
Amazing.
so I'm here, and after being involved in something else that I had to tear myself away from.
Maybe that is the dream. We are in the dream.
We
I
are,
think
and
that's
yeah,
what it is.
yeah, that's it. Well, that's what our Aboriginal relatives call it. It's we are the dreaming, and the dreaming is a collective consciousness, which that we do together.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
So thank you, Janice. That was so
Thank you,
wonderful.
and
So
thank
who-
you to Seppi
Yeah, Seppi.
and
Yeah,
to Angel and all who kept
Seppi
all the
is saying
pieces
thank you
together.
for everything. And okay. So who else wants to share something? Oh, okay, Judith. I see your hand. You have to unmute yourself.
It wasn't really my hand, but it is. And I love you. And this is wonderful.
Yeah.
Just so happy that you look terrific, Rick. I'm just
Well, thank
thrilled
you. Thank you.
and happy to be here with we again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. It's been a long journey, and I don't think you heard.
To be seen.
I'm just back a few days after being in the hospital for 4 months. So it's been a journey. So thank you, Judith. So who would like to share something? I would love to hear from some of the core team that has made this all possible. Like, I'm gonna I now have the power of Spotlight. So
Yay, you got your power back.
I got the power.
You stole it from me.
Yes, exactly. I just borrowed it, really.
Okay, well, you can keep it. I don't really want it.
Where's Jana? I can't find her. Oh,
Where'd you go, Jana? Did you find her?
can you spotlight her?
I'm
Jana,
here.
you're there? Okay.
I'm here. You see me?
There we go.
One
Yeah,
quick,
there you
I
go.
gotta roll off it because my Poochie here needs to go.
Oh,
So I
yeah?
gotta take her out, but I'm so happy to see you, Rick. And these people are amazing, every one of them. And we just keep doing great things. And that's what we gotta move forward to do.
Yes.
So that's what I'm gonna say, and have a great evening, and we'll be back in touch, especially with a couple of people I know right here on the screen. All right.
Okay.
Feel good, Rick.
You
I can't wait
too.
to see you in person.
For that
All right.
bear hug.
That believe me, it's gonna be, wow, can't wait for that. All right, take care, say hi to Seppi again.
I will.
All right, take care.
Okay,
Bye
love
bye.
you.
Bye everyone. I love you guys. Bye.
And where's Callum?
He was
Oh.
making dinner. Said he'll be back. He was going to make some dinner.
I have to
He
say
had-
goodbye, but I'm glad you caught me. And I love you all too. Bye-bye.
I don't, okay. I don't know how to, oh, maybe because he doesn't have his video on. I don't know why we can't. But anyway, do you want to say anything, you, Angel, and then Jana? Just,
Well, of
I
course.
want to express gratitude to the two of you for making this happen, especially after I, dropped the ball, so to speak.
Well, we didn't look at it that way.
Yeah, how did you look at it?
Well,
Well, I
from
mean,
my perspective, you had some really big shoes to fill. And just in this past year, like I think we went over the 100 mark on volunteers just to get all of our spaces filled in to keep everything going. So it takes an army, Rick, to do what you do.
Well, as I like to say to, I've been telling lots of folks, the one thing I let go of once I got my heart attack a year ago in January, I let go of micromanagement.
but you know what? I think it's maybe creeping back.
Uh-oh, that's right. I started,
You were like, make
spotlighting
me in control here. Give me my power.
the spotlighting again. Exactly. But don't just make sure that I don't go all the way back.
Okay. Well, like
Okay.
you'll listen to us.
Yes,
exactly.
We'll
I
have
think
to
that's why
have Steffi
Seffi's over
beat
there
you over the
knitting.
head.
She's on standby. She's on standby to help.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, at least you got to feel good that there were a lot of people who cared enough to attempt to pick up the gauntlet and the batons and the loose pieces and, try and put them together as best we could.
And we do have to give a shout out to a lot of our partners, especially John and Ben. They jumped in quite a bit to support us this past year and make sure that they helped promote everything that we had going on, and they were really supportive. So yeah, thanks to all of our partners and volunteers, the new volunteers, the old ones, and everybody stepped up and did what they could do. And now we're really moving from the vision to the action part that Rick has been working on. So we're trying to get people in action and developing more projects and on the ground and really in their communities getting the work done, building
Yeah.
Rick's dream.
Definitely.
And a lot of infrastructure work.
Exactly. And Sue has been such a major part of all of this with the climate collaboratory and all of the the environment campaign all of this time and the initiation of the Welcome to We show and all of so I think of you as part of the infrastructure of We, Sue.
Well, I feel pretty tightly connected here, and it's wonderful that you're back in the saddle there.
Yeah. Well, I think of it more like I can see the horse in the distance. So I'm not quite back in the saddle, but at least a little bit,
Well, it's great to have you here, may I say.
Thank you.
I'm just thrilled to see you doing
Yeah.
so well.
I think I've only done like 3 Zooms since a year ago, So I'm glad to be on this one. So I guess Callum can't. Do you have to going?
Yeah, I
Janice?
have. Mom's waiting for me to sit with Jennifer.
Ah,
My mom, for all of you, is 93, and I'm here with her, and I have to fit and finish fixing her dinner.
uh-huh.
So, love. Glad to have you back in the saddle, Rick.
Good to see you, Janice.
Care of yourself. But
Thank
that
you.
poem turned out okay, and it's actually works. I can maybe send it to you if you want it.
That would be great.
And
That'd be fabulous.
and anyway, the most important thing is to take care of you. And hello to all you lovely people, some of whom I don't know, and some of you I've
Yeah.
seen before and don't know well. And I do know that Rick magnetizes the most wonderful people in his life. So you all are wonderful. And I know that. And your poem, Andrew, I've heard your poetry before, and it's absolutely stunning. You
Thank
just sort of quietly arrive on the screen and you build these cosmic stairway to you're really an amazing poet. I've heard you before. So thanks to all of you for being who you are, and many blessings to all. This is a potent year, the
Yeah.
number 7 year, and let it be the best year for all of us.
Yes.
Bye.
And I just want to mention, Andrew just is not doing just poetry, but he's been organizing 11 days and the World Peace Earth Day celebrations for like over 16 years, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew that, but that's why his poetry just seems,
Yeah.
you know, he's someone who is good at organizing, which is often a very left brain skill. To be able to write such profound poetry is amazing. It shows really great left-right brain balance. So I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Thanks, you,
Yes.
Janice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
And I see Jack here is
Bye.
showing his face. Hi, Jack.
Well, hello. God, I just wanted to make sure I joined this to
Yeah.
be a part of the celebration of 25 years and congratulate you on being able to keep this together in 2 ways. One, the 25 years, and being able to come back and be live here with us for this anniversary. I'm really, really happy to see that happening. And I really want to congratulate you on all you've done.
Well, thank you.
So I'm just, well, obviously wanting to see how things work out and how you take on your new position of not micromanaging.
Yeah.
And how you work with all this. Maybe there's something. I mean, it's a hell of a thing to have to go through, but maybe there's something to that, a positive aspect of that, to kind of bring about another kind of way of everybody working together. So
Exactly.
So I'm just really love to see you here. And I'm just really happy to see you here.
Thank you.
And that's basically why I wanted to be here, is just to kind of be a part of that.
So one thing I'm really concerned about is if I'm not dealing as I had been with the micromanagement, does that mean you are, Angel? I think
All
so. I hate to wish that on anybody, but
Well,
if
wait a minute, hold it, hold it.
anybody's
You don't
going to
want-
deal with it, I think it might be Angel.
No,
do you
she's
want
not
anybody to do it?
micromanaging. We
No?
have to remind her.
They have to micromanage me.
Yeah, we have. Angel, did you do this?
Yes, so my youngest daughter actually just came on to help me as an assistant, and she got all my little Post-its and my notebooks organized, and she put everything in
Wow.
my to-do list, and
Wow.
I'm up to 140 to-dos, and I was like, I liked it better when I just knew that I had a lot to do and could visually see how much it was.
Oh my God. I know. It's amazing.
Yeah,
you're
but
doing
Jenna
it.
and Callum and everybody's doing pretty good, keeping me on track and poking me when they need something.
Right. So Gwendolyn, we haven't heard from you in a while. You want to
Yes,
share
and
something?
sorry. I know my voice is coming and going. I had put in chat, I got to get off in a second. So I did want to make sure and say hi, because I am so grateful for what you started and for the We community that you built. And then the fact that through the We community, there's this greater community I've also got to get to know and be a part of. And so I am very grateful for that and wanted to make sure to verbalize that.
Oh, sure. That's great. And I think it seems like you've been stepping up to sort of increase your role of the whole We community. Is that true?
I definitely have been trying, and then I had a little bit of a setback. I have long COVID.
Oh,
and
no.
so-
Oh, my God.
So, and then I had to take a new job to, sometimes finances have to be taken care of. So in between those two things, I haven't got to do as much as I was wanting to do. But as I'm finding how to balance that, I definitely stay in contact with Angel on, I'm working on this, I'm going to get to this part and hear ideas and things. So, so the hope is to get back there. Just had a little bit of take a few steps back and slow down. So want to work back to that.
Okay, sounds good to me. So, anybody else wants to say anything? I guess nobody's using the digital hand raising.
Mary raised her hand.
Oh.
Well, I just wondered,
Let me get
I just was thinking, just like with the current situation of, where we really want some kind of peace initiative for the Ukraine and Russia situation. And, all the efforts for peace, there was not a lot of coverage of the anti-war demonstrations over the weekend. And you just go, wow, the media has just got to do a better job. And, it's pretty disheartening if you watch the regular news and just listen to what is going on. And, what gives me hope is that, hope is my constant companion. We will get through this. So.
Right.
Right.
I totally agree. And I have been keeping track of that. Medea Benjamin has been on the case. I don't know if you folks know who she is.
It's Code Pink.
Code Pink, exactly.
And she did not speak at the Sunday rally because other people were speaking. There was some reason that she didn't.
Yes.
Yes, so that was a bit of a controversy. I was like, I wasn't sure what, but.
Well, it's because there were people from the extreme left to the extreme right who were against the war.
Yeah.
And so my understanding is that she didn't want to be on the platform with people who have other things that she doesn't really want to be associated with. But she was happy to see that it was a wide spectrum of political people who are trying to go for at least a ceasefire and hopefully.
But the other reality is the nuclear weapons, and it's just like we're all like just sleepwalking.
Exactly.
We have a bad crisis in Ohio that, and I mean, there's a lot of things that we just need to fix. And it seems like there's a bunch of people working against that. And I'm with the Green Party. I don't really have that much faith with Democrats and Republicans. Just like, wow, we just need a better. And what reminded me earlier was the UN, remember with Harry Lerner, it was the People's Assembly. The UN starts with "We the peoples," Not we the countries, not we the governments. It's we the peoples. And there was a whole idea to have another, like a people's assembly, and people would, would be at a local level, then they would go to a regional level, and those people then would eventually come to the UN. I really think we have to revitalize the UN. I mean, this whole idea that Security Council, you can have a veto, no wonder things don't get done. And, we're not always on the right side. Let's just admit that as well. And what, also like just to mention, just today's news of President Jimmy Carter going into hospice at home, and what a hero for all of us. Affected. So.
Yep, exactly. Well, thank you, Mary. That was great to bring up all those things. So, well, why don't we go to like full mode. I don't know how to get myself out of this spotlight, but I'll try. There we go. Anybody else want to say anything before we finish up? I hope we hear from Callum before we finish. That would be nice.
Yeah.
And Bridget, I don't know if I seen when have I met you?
No, we never met, and but I heard a lot about you.
Oh, that's
and
so nice.
Yes, lots of praises, and you sound almost, whatever I heard, it sound like you're like a wunderkind on all levels, and it's amazing what you do, and I'm happy that I have a chance to join and get involved and support and help and do as much as I can. So
thank you.
And I'm happy to see that you're doing well. I mean, I'm really, really happy.
Okay.
It's good to see that. I heard that it was a very difficult journey.
Yes. The journey continues, actually.
Yeah.
Cookie put together a really wonderful short movie. Angel, can we show it?
Yeah, I was going to see if we could play that.
Wow.
Cookie, it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, but it's still wonderful.
Because I have
and
I have a
amazing.
difficult computer, but I tried my best with whatever I could do with that computer. But it's not complete. But that's okay. It's just the beginning.
You did it in what, 2 hours? So I mean, that's amazing.
I did it in 2 hours on a non-working computer that got frozen and stuck. And
let's see. We'll get a little taste. Wow.
My name is Rick Ulfric. I'm the founder of We the World and the We Campaign. We the World is an international coalition building organization that creates and promotes programs, platforms, and campaigns to unite and amplify the efforts of change makers worldwide working for the common good. Desmond Tutu, with Jane Goodall and Deepak Chopra and many others, helped to launch 11 Days of Global Unity back in 2004. The 11 Days of Global Unity is a worldwide platform where people and organizations can be part of an inspiring international movement that links local awareness and action activities. Great God Almighty, we're home. I have a dream that someday every voice will be heard. I'll listen on for that one song with love sung in every word, with hand held in hand together.
will stand evermore. Free at last, great God Almighty will hold. Free at last, great God Almighty will hold. We're free at last, 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 great God Almighty will hold. We're
Wow.
Well, it might not have turned out as
Wow.
I intended, but I must tell you with all,
Wow.
Great.
thank you.
That was
But
unbelievable.
you know
That
what?
was
The
amazing.
biggest benefit for me actually was that I really delved into everything, and I had lots of conversations with Angel and Jana about grasping what we the world is, and I felt like I was like in a universe and I couldn't connect the stars. So even if the video didn't turn out as I intended to, thanks to my computer, the knowledge which I gained from doing that and connect some of the stars was just very valuable and worth a lot. I must say.
It was unbelievable. I'm in awe. I
And I
mean,
love the
Yeah,
song.
I thought it was amazing.
how did you even connect with all of those elements? That's incredible.
Well, that's that wasn't so difficult. It was more difficult that things kept disappearing, and I had other clips. I told this Angel I had other clips included. Then my computer froze, then they disappeared, and I couldn't listen to these clips again because there are so many clips out there. You know,
Wow.
video interviews and you know events that happened that I had to just leave it as it is. But I think it's still a little tribute, and I hope it's was enjoyable. And again, I gained a lot from that. I must say, I gained a lot there. I gained so much more than that. What was visible here, and so for me, it was just a great experience just to do that and to read everything and to listen to the interviews and to start connecting the dots which I couldn't connect before. And it's amazing. I must say, it's really amazing what you're doing. It's like I really love the idea of connecting, and partly why I was drawn also to We the World is that I have lived in several countries, so and you know, each country comes with their own you know, pros and cons, and with their cultures and mentality and whatever. And I love the idea of connecting this and being like an umbrella for everyone, like a connector, or like a, I don't even know, like the center, the nucleus for everyone, and connecting everyone, because we, at the end of the day, no matter where we are from, or whatever we do, we are all connected on so many levels. And I think it's important to show that. So,
well, you did a great
thank you so
job,
much.
Brigitte.
Yeah.
Thank you,
great
Jana.
job.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Jana.
You did a really great job when we pulled an old school move on you, and Callum and I gave you everything you needed at the last minute. So I commend you on that.
And I had to get up at 4 o'clock dropping off my daughter at the airport too. So,
I kept
You did
saying,
an
this is
excellent
too
job.
big of a project to do in such a short time. And Brigitte said, oh no, it won't be a problem at all. I'll just whip it together.
again, I wish my computer would have played along, but it is what it is.
Oh,
Again,
gosh.
it is what it is. And again, the knowledge, the vast knowledge I gained behind that little video is it's undescribable, actually, undescribable. So thank you for that.
You can be our historian then.
There you go.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
that's why I was also very excited to join here and hear all the stories. You know, I mean, the 25 years is a long, it's a long, you know, it's a long chapter of We the World. So to
Yeah.
me, it was very interesting to hear everyone and you know, hear stories and hear what you know, everyone contributes in a different way and how everyone is involved, and again how everything connects, even though, you know, there's so many different, like, and if you think in terms of campaigns, there's so many different campaigns, and even within each campaign there's so many different approaches, and it's just
Yeah.
wonderful to see that connected.
Brigade kept asking me, well, now how do I understand all this? And I said, all right, well, get a big piece of paper, put Rick in the
Put Rick
middle,
in
and
the
then
middle.
and then just start drawing a bunch of arrows going out and seeing how they all connect.
I loved how you described that, actually, Yara. You did it very well.
Oh,
The
good.
little universe with the Rick being the center.
That's
Rick in the
amazing.
middle.
Rick in the middle.
Wow, that was just so incredible. And I see we have someone, whoops. Yeah, there he is.
It's Paul. Hi,
Paul.
Paul.
Well, I don't know if you can see Andrew Kane, it says. Two
Yeah.
Andrew Kanes is too much. I mean, one is superstar, and in any case, I am happy to be here. Congratulations, Rick.
Yes, it's great to see you. And congratulations back to you. Because it's your 25th anniversary as well. With good news.
Yes, it is.
Isn't that so? So say a few words about that.
Well, my mother.
I know you're too tired.
No.
Because you've been working so hard.
Well, I've been telling people I'm stressed from so much good news for years.
That's right.
And I am a believer in that reality. Not necessarily that I'm stressed from it, but the reality is that the world is a wonderful place, and the people of the world are fantastic. We do have a couple mentally disturbed people in this world that'll hurt you, mentally or physically. But as far as I'm concerned, and I think I'm sticking with this, that most of the world is, the majority of the world's even at peace. So we've been working very hard to strengthen that message, just like Rick and Andrew and everybody on this Zoom call, to focus on the positive and minimize the negative. My mother, who I attribute a lot of my forward, I will call it forward thinking. She was a librarian at Temple Emmanuel many years ago. And she gave me Reverend Norman Vincent Peale's book, The Power of Positive Thinking. And I just kind of, I was a little wise kid. I didn't read the book, but the point is, I'm this librarian, I was too busy watching wrestling and the Three Stooges. So in any case, but the cover, The Power of Positive Thinking, and then it was a show, Damn Yankees, I think, Accentuate the Positive, Minimize the Negative with Lola. That I paid attention to. In any case, so, you know, our upcoming events, of which we work with Rick and Andrew and Angel and others are welcome to be involved. Right now, for 2023, we have a nonprofit. Also, we've really been our own business for 37 years, with Good News, with actually multicultural marketing, and then Good News started in basically in 1998. But since 2002, like many of you, we've been involved with the International Day of Peace, the events in Central Park in the band shell. And then 6 or 7 years ago, I also created something in Times Square. But now we've expanded our outreach in Times Square. And at this moment, we have on March 22nd is the World Water Day. as declared by the UN, and our friend, I don't know if anybody knew him, but he did pass this in December, Phil Sowers.
Right.
Was very instrumental in creating the World Water Day. And we've been doing shows on water for about 20 years now. But then we're going to have a press conference, and then on for April 22nd, Earth Day, the made up Earth Day. We also know about March 22nd being the original Earth Day by John McConnell.
March 20th, the equinox.
March 20th. Okay.
The economic.
When you can put the egg on something and it'll stand up, something like that.
Yes.
And then Earth Day, we'll have a 5-hour worldwide live broadcast. We did one on Peace Day on September 21st last year, and that 5-hour show was really one of our best ever. So we're very proud of that, and a lot of involvement, and Rick's We the World was connected as well. And so, but I have a very big opportunity for all of us. I have a hold on the Great Lawn in Central Park that they are giving me at this moment, the hold. This will be my third attempt to take on the Great Lawn for 9/11, actually. I wanted it, I guess, well, the first time I wanted it for Woodstock to do the 20th anniversary with Richie Havens. And I couldn't raise $700,000 to do it in Central Park at that time. And I had PBS. Second time I was going to do it for the International Day of Peace, and I couldn't raise $3 million at that time. And I gave the park up, and the Global Citizen took it over 10 years ago. And so this is my third shot at it for 9/11, an important World Day of International Peace. And then Mother Earth also will, because I see that peace is a tough one. Get participation, especially from corporations, to associate with peace for whatever reason. We could talk for hours about it. But Earth Day, corporations nowadays have to get involved with what they call ESG, environmental, social, and governance. So it's like corporate social responsibility. This needs to be in the stock reports of corporations now, to be environmentally carbon neutral at some point. So we have that whole 9/11. The only pressure I have is I have to get a deposit by next week of $50,000 to hold it, or potentially I could lose it unless I can keep talking to them and say, give me a little more time. I was going to get it last year, and that's why they're going to give it to me this year. I couldn't raise the money, and it just went bye-bye. But we have a great relationship. We have letters from Times Square Alliance. We've always do professional work, like when my CBS, PBS days. And so that's, I'd say, is our greatest. It's called PauseTheWorldForPeace.org. I'll put it in the chat. And we need more help on it. And Rick's involved, and my great-grandfather, Andrew, and Angel, and it's an honor to be on here. Congratulations, Rick, for continuing on your mission, and it's been a great mission.
Well, I'm so happy that we're the two of us are celebrating the 25th anniversary. And good luck with getting the Great Lawn, and with everything that you're doing. It's amazing. 50 grand, no problem, right?
That's just to hold it. They charge $1.2 million now to just the permit, only the permit. It's a $5 to $7 million job.
Oh, boy.
But I'm just trying to get some money for Earth Day, 25,000, so I can make that happen. It's, that's always been our Achilles heel.
Right. Well, we're working on that, right?
Working hard on that.
Exactly.
I would like to introduce my sister Jeannie Carlin, who just joined us. Jeannie's a
Oh.
musician, and
Oh,
thank you, Jeannie, for joining.
I actually have been on the whole time, but I didn't have the video on. I didn't realize I didn't have it turned on the right way. So, can you hear me?
yes.
I have a song for you, Rick. I met you 20 years ago with Mary
Yes.
at the anniversary of the United Nations Earth Day, and congratulations on your 25 years. And this is a song actually inspired by John Price, Mary's part, who said, we're talking about someone being a real piece of work. And I thought, aren't we all? And it's called Works of Art. We are all works of art in progress, and we transform in our own time. Some mistakes in the borders, while others go out of the line. Be it bright or muted colors, big and bold, or filigree and fine. But we are all works of art in progress. And the artist's name
is
blending, transcending. There's no need to rush. The master takes time to replenish the brush of life. Must touch far and wide, bring forth the beauty we carry inside. Blending, transcending, there's no need to rush. After take time to replenish the brush, and in the end, when we transcend, we'll look different. Pay no mind, for we are all works of art in progress, and the artist's name is time. Yes, the artist's name is time.
That was great. That was great.
Thank you. All the wonderful people you're connected with, and it really gives hope for the planet and just for the spirit. Thank you. And healing and everything. Yeah, you look the very same.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. That's amazing. Thanks, Mary, for bringing her on.
Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So what's next? I don't know how.
It's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Oh, it's
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's time to turn into a pumpkin, I guess. I don't know how to turn my spotlight off, but maybe Angel, you can do that.
Yeah, I
we
got
can
it for you.
see. Yeah, we can see everybody at the end here. So thank you. Is there anything anybody wanted to say that hasn't had a chance to say anything?
Well, do you want to know what the hottest song of the year you were born was?
I think Mozart wrote it, right?
It was actually the 12th Street Rag, written by Pee Wee Hunt.
Wow.
I don't remember that one.
Neither do I.
I wasn't alive. That's why.
Thank you for that trivia moment.
I'll say one little thing. The miracle is that if Rick, he probably knows it, but if he heard it, he could play it.
Yes.
Rick is a miracle musician.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody, and good night.
Yes.
We'll do this again, and congratulations.
Yes, we
So,
will.
Yeah,
bye.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right.
Bye,
Thank you
everybody.
all.
Good evening.
I love you
Bye.
all. I
Love you
you
back.
all. Thank you.